Hey there YouTube, Superbrain AK here, and I have the naughty line conditioner on my bench, and I figured out what was its problem, but let me tell you the story of how it got on the naughty list. I, just did the video about my DC UPS, and had it installed and all working perfectly fine. Until I was in my room gaming, and me and my brother were chatting, and we hear this loud buzzing noise. And so my brother goes to investigate it, and it's coming from the cabinet, which I have all my AT equipment in. And he says, "It's your stuff." So I immediately jump up and run over to figure out what the heck my DC UPS could be making a 60 hertz buzzing sound, possibly. So I get a little closer, pull my little box out, and find out it's the line conditioner that my box is sitting on that's making the noise. So let me just power this thing up and let you hear what that sound was. Got it running off of my isolation transformer, which are just two 24 volt power supplies in series. This one's bringing it down to 22 volts or 24 volts, and then this one's bringing it back up to about 90. And I've got live, neutral, and ground. I did have to connect the line and neutral together because it's an isolation transformer and this requires some ground. So we plug you in and you can hear the noise. So yeah, that wasn't a fun sound to hear coming from potentially my stuff. So I'm going to show you where that noise comes from and how to repair it. It's a very simple fix. So this line conditioner is the ESP D5131NT. 120 volt, 1800 watt line conditioner. Made by Real Power Protection. Electronic Systems Protection. Yep. So, it's a very, simple yet complicated design. Mains comes in. You have a fuse. Yes, it's unplugged. Unplugged. Safety first. So, a big 15 amp fuse. Some MOVs with a spark gap or whatever in series. So these are in series with that. And then it has a capacitor with a gold value resistor. It's like 0.1 ohms or 1.1 ohms. And then it has a big common mode choke, which has an iron core to filter out any high frequencies. Then it goes out in parallel with this capacitor, which actually has another 0.1 or 1.1 ohm resistor in series. It's probably just fusible links, maybe. And then the neutral and hot go out to this plug and to the other plug. So the rest of the circuit, I really don't know. I'll bring it down a little closer. But what is making the noise is obviously this relay right here. How that relay gets power is from this diode coming from the neutral, I believe. Yeah, here you've got this diode going to here through this resistor, which goes to this capacitor. The negative side of this capacitor goes over here, and the positive goes over here. And these two tracks are the coil of this 48-volt relay. I don't know if you can see. Let's see, it says 48V right there. So I figured, you know, maybe this resistor is bad and causing it to go down, you know, in voltage, so it's just barely turning on. But checking this little capacitor, which is a 50-volt 10 microfarad capacitor, showed that it was, you know, picofarads. So I've got over here, over here, and amongst the little clips is a 22 microfarad 63-volt capacitor. And I've got a voltmeter just to make sure that nothing else is wrong, you know, giving more voltage than it's supposed to. Let's bring you up and bring this meter down. Get the framing right. There we go. Turn the meter on, and then connect the negative to the top side of that diode. That is a reverse polarity diode there across the inductor. So, and that capacitor is just across the coil of the relay. So I can just connect the positive on there and the negative on there, and power back up and see if it makes a noise. Nope. There you go. 35.6 volts. And I don't know if you can see the little green LED that it's on. There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna solder that capacitor in place of that one and put it back in service. Now, as far as what that relay does and what all these little black things that it's connected to are, and what all this little circuitry that turns on the relay, I have no clue. That's for people who are trained in these sort of things of surge suppression and noise filtering, and I'm not that good with mains yet. So I think that's it for today. So if you have one of these, it's making a noise like that, check that capacitor, check this resistor that gets super hot, see if they're proper values. I think this is a 3K resistor. That's not brown, that should probably be red. It's red, black, brown? Red, black. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.